Hi friends, Pete Estabrook here. Today we're going to talk about various ways to hold the trumpet and what some of the benefits or negatives might be to each of those approaches. Okay, first let's talk about my preferred hand grip, which looks something like this. I have all my fingers. The ring is there. Index fingers under the bell. Thumb is in the saddle no further than the fingernail. Third finger is in the ring no further than the first knuckle. Okay, so basically the left hand is supporting the horn with the index finger and the other fingers fold around. Notice that there's also some space between the palm and the valve casing, as though I could hold a ball there. Right hand, thumb under the lead pipe between the first and second valve. Not here, not here. Okay? Those two fingers basically hold the weight of the horn, the thumb and the index finger under the bell. Okay, pinky's out of the ring. Okay. And I've got more or less a potato type shape with my right hand, so the fingers really can't go over the valves. They're not crooked like this, creating tension in the hand. Okay. So that's my preferred hand grip. And, you know, that's my suggested approach. If you don't agree with it, that's totally fine. If you're my student, I would strongly suggest that you give the approach that I use a decent try. Most of the hand positions that I see are basically systemically a demonstration of using too much pressure or some tension in the nervous system. So whatever the grip is, we want to have it be light so that you're basically supporting the weight of the horn from going down to the floor and just uplifting it. You're not using it as a kind of a collapse place or something that there's rigidity. Now let's talk about some things that I often see. I'll often see students really gripping the horn very hard like this with their hand kind of crunched or collapsed up against the valve casing. That tends to mean that the horn is getting rammed into the upper lip. Okay, so the modification of leaving some space there and holding more with the fingers tends to take that pressure off. Okay, there's lots of variations with the thumbs. Thumb under here, thumb here, thumb here. All of it basically doesn't allow you to support the horn in the way that the thumb between the first and second valve under the lead pipe does. I see students putting their finger in the ring and ramming pressure towards their upper lip. It can rest there if it's not really going to pull, but I'd prefer that it be out of that ring. I see hands over the valves. I see hands scrunched like this. So basically we want that not just a ball shape or a C, but more of a potato type shape there. I have also seen with the left hand, some players prefer to have two fingers under. That's fine depending on the size of your hand. I've also seen the pistol grip. That's fine. There is some tilting away from the upper lip in that regard, although you can't really operate this first slide if you need to. This is basically a version of what I call the Vacchiano grip. William Vacchiano and his students basically have their fingers like that. And I will point out this one additional thing. Basically, we want this area of the wrist to be more or less straight. We don't want it angled too much. I've seen some players that are very angled, and also the horn, you know, often twisted way over this way or way over that way. So if you can hold that more or less at a 90-degree angle and have that wrist be straight, that's ideal. The problem with the angled wrist is that it can be either the source of some carpal tunnel or irritate carpal tunnel if you already have it. Thing regarding this third valve ring and its purpose, it's there so that you can hold the horn with one hand if you need to reach down and grab a mute or reach over and turn a page playing a show. Other than that, it should not be there. It's just going to restrict your hand movement because these two fingers back here are connected quite a bit. And so we want that third finger to just fly and do whatever it wants to do. We don't want to restrict